No one in Lexington, Kentucky, would forget the night the sky exploded with thunder and lightning. Rain poured hard on the Maddox family's small house at the edge of town. The wind howled outside like it was alive. Inside, 27-year-old Jenna Maddox sat quietly, holding a cup of cold coffee. She watched over her baby boy, River, who lay still in a special hospital crib. Machines beeped softly beside him. That was the only sound in the room, besides the storm. If you love dog story, you can subscribe this channel. Let's start the story. No one forgets the night the sky cracked open over Lexington, Kentucky. Rain hammered the Carter family's small two-bedroom home on the outskirts of town, wind screaming like a chorus of ghosts. Inside, 27-year-old Jenna Maddox clung to a lukewarm cup of coffee, watching over her infant son, River, in his hospital-issued crib. Machines blinked and beeped in dull rhythm, the only sound besides the storm. River was 6 months old and had never once moved his arms or legs. Born with a rare neurological condition, doctors had told Jenna to prepare herself, that he might never crawl, walk, or even reach out for her hand. It was a parent's worst nightmare drawn out over months. She had tried everything: neurology consults in Cincinnati, experimental therapies in Nashville, long nights poring over medical forums. Her husband, Wes, worked long hours at a parts factory just to keep the lights on. He loved them, but exhaustion kept him distant. Most days it was Jenna and River against the world. It was her younger sister, Mia, who showed up one Sunday afternoon with a golden retriever puppy cradled in her arms. "His name's Max," Mia said. "You need something alive. Something joyful." Jenna frowned. "Mia, I'm barely holding it together. I can't raise a dog." But Max was different. He wasn't needy. He seemed to sense the fragile stillness in the Maddox home and met it with gentle silence. He curled up beside River's crib every night, breathing in rhythm with the machines. Over time, Jenna found herself speaking to Max when no one else was around. He listened. Really listened. When she cried, he licked her hand. When she doubted herself, he leaned into her side. The storm arrived in April. Power blinked off just after midnight. In the pitch black, Jenna shot up in bed to the sound of Max growling lowly. She ran to River's room, heart slamming. Max was standing on his hind legs, his front paws resting gently on River's chest. The glow from Jenna's phone flashlight caught a flicker.
A twitch.
River's tiny fingers curled. Jenna froze.
She didn't breathe.
Her mouth opened to speak, but no sound came. Then he did it again. And this time, a quiet coo escaped River's mouth. Max nudged him softly, almost like encouragement. At Kentucky Children's Hospital the next morning, the doctors were, at first, skeptical. Reflexes, they said. Random spasms. Wishful thinking. Until Max licked River's hand again, and River twitched in response. Not once, but twice. Then came the tests, the scans, the nervous glances. A young neurologist named Dr. Paige Turner, who'd recently transferred from Seattle, stood over the data printout, eyes wide. This wasn't supposed to happen. His nerves are firing. It's faint, but real. Something's changed. Jenna cried for the first time in weeks, not out of despair, but something dangerously close to hope. As the weeks passed, River's movements became more frequent. A kick here, a shift there. By his first birthday, he was able to sit up on his own for almost a full minute. What the doctors didn't know was this: River only made these movements when Max was near. Jenna began journaling everything. Times, positions, Max's actions. She noticed Max sometimes nudged River in very specific ways, gentle touches that seemed almost targeted. Then came the biggest twist. Dr. Turner ran comparative neural activity tests with Max present and absent. The results were undeniable. River's brain activity surged with Max in the room. Animals have long been known to influence human emotion, Turner said. But this is something else. Almost like a sensory bond. Word spread. Local news picked up the story. Paralyzed boy moves again with help of dog. The headlines read. Donations rolled in. Therapy specialists volunteered services. Jenna used the attention to advocate for other families with similar conditions. Max became a minor celebrity in town, but he didn't change. He still curled up beside River each night, still waited at the crib every morning. And River? By age 3, he took his first steps, wobbly, uncertain, but his. One summer evening, as golden light filtered through the trees, Jenna watched from the porch as River chased Max across their backyard, giggling. She remembered the storm, the darkness, the moment everything began to change. Wes sat beside her now, quieter than he once was, but more present. Their marriage had been strained by the silence, but Max's quiet strength had reminded them how to show up, even when words failed. There are things medicine can't explain. Jenna knows this now. Sometimes healing doesn't come in white lab coats or syringes. Sometimes it comes with pause and patience and an open heart. Moral love, in its quietest, most consistent form, can be the miracle we never saw coming.